Hi. I'm here to let you guys know why I call my deck Solar Flare. So here we go. Hope you enjoy. Alright, now quickly, for the sake of this video, anytime you see this blue rectangle here, it's just indicating it is another Sunborn. So this blue back here of this card is Sunborn. Solar Flare then is a combination of using two cards. One of them is Exalted Sunborn, and the other card is Molten Duplication. We only need one copy of each. We cast the Sunborn, and with it in play, we then cast Molten Duplication. The result of this is what I, would like to call, what I call Solar Flare. That's the combo right there. Two Solar Flare means that you duped on a Sunborn that was out. So we're going to explore that a little bit right now, and hope you like it, because I fell in love with it, and it's basically the combo of my deck. The reason why I constructed this deck, all the pieces hover around this combo, this Solar Flare. If we look here, when we cast Molten Duplication on a Sunborn, the result isn't going to be one copy of Exalted Sunborn. Sunborn's trigger itself, I guess, sees itself, and instead of making one Exalted Sunborn creature token from the duplication, you're going to make two because of Sunborn's ability here. So one Sunborn in play and one Molten Duplication nets you two Exalted Sunborns that have haste that, if unblocked, together deal 8 damage, and they have lifelink, so you also gain 8 life. So this do 8, gain 8 for potentially as little as 4 mana if you warp in the Sunborn for 2, if it wasn't already in play and Molten Duplication was 2, then it's 4 mana to do this effect. 4 mana to deal 8 damage potentially and gain 8 life. That, at the core, is the Solar Flare combo. Okay, so if you had just an extra copy of either one of Exalted Sunborn or Molten Duplication, then you present lethal damage, assuming somebody's still at their starting life. It's a total of 20. So you either have 2 Sunborns and 1 Molten Duplication, or you have 1 Sunborn and 2 Molten Duplications. We're going to look now at both of those, and I hope I get to share that excitement with you, because gets a little crazy. Alright, so if you had 2 Sunborns in play and you cast a Molten Duplication, what happens is super crazy. The targeted Exalted Sunborn that you selected with your Molten Duplication is going to go ahead and make the 2 tokens, because normally we just make 1, but because it's a Sunborn, it's going to make 2. Now the second Sunborn sees that you're going to make 2 at the end, and instead of making those 2 that it would make twice as many, so it makes 4. So at this point now, with 2 Sunborns and 1 Molten Duplication, you end up with 6 Exalted Sunborns as a result. So these 6 Sunborns have haste. So if you were to swing in with the 6, that's 24 points of damage and 24 points of life that you could gain back. So that's the first one. Okay, that version was awesome. The junior version, I should say. The more in your face take this is when you have 1 Sunborn and 2 Molten Duplications. This gets out of hand, but I'm going to try to guide you through it a little bit, and I hope it works. Okay, so the Sunborn's in play, and you cast your first Molten Duplication. So the Sunborn is going to make not 1, but 2 copies of itself. So now we have 3 Sunborns in play and a Molten Duplication left that we can cast. Okay, so now you can select either of the 3 Sunborns that you have in play and cast the second Molten Duplication. Just for the sake of the video, we're going to choose the first one that we chose initially. So we target that one, and again, instead of making 1, it makes 2 tokens, 2 Sunborns. And now the second Sunborn from the initial Molten Duplication sees the 2 that you would make, and it would also make tokens, but instead of making 2, it makes twice as many, so in comes 4. So we go from 2 to 4, and now the third Sunborn that's in play sees the second Sunborn make the 4 tokens, and it, instead of making 4, says I'll make twice as many, and it makes 8 tokens. So the net result now is the 2 initial ones from the first Molten Duplication. Then you have 2 that were created from the second Molten Duplication from the first, plus another 4, plus another 8. So we have 8 plus 4 plus 2 plus 2. So I believe that's 16 Sunborns that you've made at this point that have haste, that can swing in. If I do the math, that's 4 times 16. Geez, what is that? 4 times 20, 80 minus 16, so 64 points of damage coming in at you. Yeah, this combo. You got solar flared like that. Ooh. Hi, if you're still here, thanks for watching. I love this combo, solar flare. Oh my god, when I discovered it, I really took a deep dive into all of the all of the cards that were available at the time in Standard, and it took some time to come up with this final version of the deck that I have begun to share the cards that are in it. Most of the cards have been revealed. There are still a few that I will still make some videos of. And once all of the cards are out, I'll make along on the main deck featuring Solar Flare. Solar Flare is really rich in its diverse approaches. There are tons of ways that you can incorporate Solar Flare in almost any color pairings. It's really amazing. There are a lot of ways that you could try to play it. Maybe you could try to copy Molten Dupe or make extra tokens of Sunborn, make things cheaper to be played. There are a lot of ways to play this deck, to play this combo, I should say, I'm sorry. So, I still have a lot of ideas of archetypes, and I feel kind of pressured to put out some of those, considering we don't have a lot of time left with most of the cards and some of the other archetypes might phase out. So I hope, given time, I put those together for you. Hopefully you're able to, hopefully we're all able to experience playing these while they're still available in this standard format. Solar Flare can be played in other formats as well. But for standard, that's the main focus for me. And, hopefully, if you like this deck, you like some of the ideas that you saw today or that you may see in other videos, please consider subscribing. I've got some things coming up. I hope that you're able to see them firsthand and you don't miss it. And, thanks for your time again. Bye-bye now. I had to come back and just ask you guys real quick, what do you think about this combo? Did you like that interaction? Did you know about that before? Please let me know down in the comments what you thought. Thanks again. Enjoy.